All right.
You lied.
We live?
It's fucking live, Luke.
Ah!
You made me turn off my music.
This.
Oh. Now you have no music at all. Are you being passive aggressive? Is that what this is? Because now there's no. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute. You son of a bitch. This is our captain, ladies and gentlemen. He really knows how to fly the ship. I'm
Strange
Luke, I
New
fly the
Worlds
ship.
is what we're reviewing.
I'm Luke.
And
I fly the ship.
This is Alpha Podrants. I fly the ship. I'm
There she
Lucas.
was.
I fly the ship.
I fly the ship.
fly the ship.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Not very well.
Teaser.
Alpha Podrants. Alpha Podrants.
Where'd you get those titties from?
My
Here we
expression
go.
is the same as Morn.
Oh, the Gorn is
Would
so
you shut up
cool.
with your dumb
Oh,
singing?
look at
Charles is telling something. What are you saying, Charles? He's being so rude during this.
Well, no, it's just,
Kish makes
Yeah.
a noise. Great.
yeah, Morn doing his little shrug thing. Yeah, that's my expression right now.
You made me shut up, Luke, for that.
It was wonderful.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
hello everyone. I'm
Yep.
your Captain Luke. How you doing?
What
and
was
I'm
that?
here to
I want to
start this show off. Alpha Podrants 311 is the number that we are right now. Season 3, episode
Wow.
11 of Alpha Podrants.
Is it actually
Isn't that great,
episode
guys?
11? I thought it was episode 10.
No, we had episode 10. We were almost lined up with the episodes, but remember, we missed
That was
a week
episode
or two.
10. We're, I think you mean we
Alpha
are
Podrants is
11.
episode 11, but yes,
Oh.
Star Trek is episode 10.
Right,
Strange
right,
New Worlds,
okay.
episode 10, season 2, Hegemony, right? Is that,
Right,
we had a
right.
question about the
Higgly
pronunciation?
Yes, the pronunciation.
Hegemony.
Hegemony.
Yep.
That's what I was saying, but Charles was trying to argue otherwise. I had to convince him. right
Does
before
that
the
word
show.
have its basis in
Big fight.
anything, or is it something
You know
that they just developed?
I want to know that.
I'm actually going to look that up, Mario.
Look it up.
It sounds like it could be a viable word, but it might just be them playing with us saying, yeah, it sounds like a word, but it really isn't.
Okay, so it is an actual word.
is.
All right, so leadership or dominance, especially by one state or social group over others.
Okay,
That's the definition.
I guess that works for them. It works
Yeah.
for the
Yeah, the
Gorn.
Gorn
Oh,
are
so
the
it's
predators.
their government type. I get it. We just
Yeah.
proved we are all idiots, is what we just did.
No, we're just.
I thought it was a real word. I want to say I'm smarter than everyone else. I thought it was a real
It sounded vaguely familiar, like I'd heard it at some point in my last 64 and a half years.
So I really wanted to watch
Must
this
have.
episode again, and I didn't really get a chance to. But that first time
Yeah,
was,
same
I
here.
mean, enough to remember everything, but still, it was awesome. But as I went to go look for pictures, I realized at the very beginning of the show, they show you this.
Now, whose son
This-
is that?
That's the sun of the planet that they're orbiting right now, or of
Okay.
the planet that they're orbiting, where they're given the inoculations and things like
Oh,
that.
right, okay.
But the fact that they show a sunspot flashing at that moment,
Is interesting.
and then the Gorns show up. So a little bit later, we find, in the episode, we find out that sunspots and things in a certain sequence will call them to go feed. So
Oh no!
that was
So
a little.
Are we in
interesting.
trouble here in our solar system?
Maybe. I mean,
No.
we have solar flares all
We
the
get
time.
Gorns
sunspots.
are
Huge
make believe
ones.
guys, but we do have to worry about space worms.
Wow!
Oh,
we
geez.
always have to worry about
Is that-
space worms.
Is that what cancer is? Is that where they come from?
They call the big C. And the space worms.
Space
They
worms,
put
I tell
Space
ya.
worms.
Things in our bodies. They put. Oh wait, wrong guy. Wrong guy. Oh, we had a surprise this week. So we had. All right, I'd like to mention this in the beginning of this show. Well, actually, at the end of our last show, I had mentioned something about Pike and Patel. How whenever the captain seems to be going well with his relationship, all of a sudden something happens.
There's always a
And,
monkey
they're
wrench.
talking about it. Oh, And right here, when they're talking on this pad, Charles, you cannot. You'd have to erase this episode too, because they talk about singing. Remember, she goes, "How you doing?" He's like, "Oh, you mean I'm not breaking out in song every 10 minutes? I'm doing okay."
Yeah,
Like,
but they didn't break out into song.
Right,
They were talking about it, but
They
they
just
didn't
referenced it.
actually do it.
Yeah.
The issue
And,
is if they actually do break out into song.
Yeah,
That's
and you
when it
did-
becomes a problem.
And he didn't act like they enjoyed it. He just acted like, hey, it sucked, but we had to deal with it.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of interesting how this planet, it was like kind of Wild West, but it was also a mix because like that girl doesn't look like she's dressed for the Wild
It wasn't.
West.
It
but-
wasn't Wild West at all. It was Americana. It was like 1950s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was American.
Small town. And by the way, this is where I'm sorry. Were you going somewhere? Because this actually does bring up the point I wanted to make before the show.
Okay, make it.
Well, then fine. Jeez. This is where I think they dropped the fucking ball. They set us up like in what's that, Invaders from Mars, or what's the old invasion movie from back in the day? I forget what it was called.
War of the Worlds.
Nope, not War of the Worlds. Not Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Klaatu Barada Nikto.
No, not The Day the Earth Stood Still. It's the one Invasion of something. It's something It's a fucking classic. Like there was even remakes of it. It's the big one.
Come on,
Jesus
people in the
Christ.
chat. You must
You
know.
named the big ones, Jim.
No, this is the bigger one, and you guys are.
The
I mean,
big
I might have already said it. It might have been Invaders from Mars. I don't know, but they gave us this whole big space invader fucking setup, and then did nothing. Like nothing happened there. It all happened, and it basically turned into Alien instead of being. I expected the Gorn to be taken out. This small town America setting.
Oh, this whole
Yeah.
because they show you these things. They show the cloud kind of coming in.
So what you're saying is that you would have wanted to see them actually invading the planet.
Like any fucking if I could just fucking remember the goddamn name of this movie. I'm getting pissed off right now. I'm telling you. I could see the film cover in my head, but I just can't find the movie. Yes, they why be in a 1950s hometown? I mean, Killer Clowns from Outer Space would be in this setting. That's a more modern one, but
Yeah,
Well,
you're
I mean-
right. I guess they could
my
have
only-
had a whole new level to it, and we show up when they get down. Finally, it's already kind of destroyed, and they're just cleaning it up.
My only explanation to why they didn't show it on camera is budget. That's my only explanation. It would have been too expensive.
I guess filming it in a hallway is a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
And just a couple little small locations where they're inside various. Like I
Well,
think there
yeah,
was
but
a cookie shop or something they were in at one point.
well, I mean, I'm not going to say what, but there was something that was revealed at the end of the episode, which I still to this moment think was fucking badass. But what we saw was a mix of both CG and practical effects, and that can be expensive on both ends. Like CG can be expensive and practical effects can be expensive. So
Oh, I see
if-
what you mean. Like some of the scenery effects, like the explosions.
no,
and- and
I'm
the-
talking.
oh.
I'm talking about what was attacking Spock.
Oh,
at
really?
Yeah,
It
I'm
was
talking
part
about
practical effects.
that. Yeah, that was part practical effects. It was a mix of CG and practical. It was a mix of
Wow.
both. And
Where he was whipping them around. Yeah.
yeah, it was a
Yeah,
mix of
it-
both.
It
And
seemed that way.
yeah, and if they had actually used a lot of that during the Jim's invasion scene at the beginning of the movie,
Which was not War of the Worlds. It actually was Invaders from Mars. I found
Yeah,
it now.
I just looked up Invaders 1953. Yeah.
53 and then 86 again.
I
Oh,
mean, if-
really?
If they had used something like that during the Gorn's invasion of the planet at the beginning of the episode, the budget would have been dried up in that scene.
Just
alone.
run down that street. They already had the street there. Why could there not have been a scene of like Okay, you know when we later on we see finally an adult Gorn? How about we saw him instead of fucking climbing, we saw him standing upright on that city street, and then just some people standing down the road from him. Oh fuck, Gorn, run. Gorn, where's the budget there? Where's the difference? The set's there, the people are there.
I like that they waited to reveal an adult Gorn until near the end of the episode, because
It was good.
That was a good payoff.
And what do we think?
Throughout the entire fucking episode, I was like, "Where's the adult Gorn? Where's the adult Gorn?" All we're seeing is these little fucking baby Gorn. It's just like it fucking pissing me off.
Baby
it's like
Gorn.
where's the adult Gorn? Come on.
There's no doubt we were getting them this
And then of
episode.
course near the end of the episode, there it was, and I'm like, "Yes, we finally got it." And I was
And
like, "Oh,
what'd you think of it?
Look fucking cool."
I
You mean the
like
one that
how
was in the spacesuit.
yeah, I like
Oh, yeah,
how the
I liked it.
spacesuit made
Yeah.
it kind of look like the Gorn Kirk fought. It had
Oh,
that
yeah.
sort of head shape.
And he cracked the helmet, and it froze to death. That was they can't stand the cold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, remember those grenades they had? That was kind of neat when they're in the ready room and he beams in this
They
little
didn't even use
crate.
yeah.
grenades.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, they didn't even get to use them because
Barely used any of
everything
that
was
weapon.
already
It was just
blown up.
Yeah. Do
they
we
really
have local?
hyped this weaponry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
local,
and we end up meeting a character. I won't say who because we haven't gotten to
Oh,
that point in
man.
the discussion.
Oh,
But the
what
character
a-
that
I
I'm
mean-
referring to, you all know who I'm talking about, and I got to
Yes.
admit,
Hikaru Sulu.
no. This character that was introduced, I got to admit, I was happy when I figured out who it was. But then when we get to see more and more of him, I was like, he's kind of underwhelming.
Well, then I can't wait to get to him.
Well,
He's
you
a
know
kid.
what?
He's a
That's
kid.
good. They don't feel the need to hit you over the head with them at this point, and maybe
Yeah,
that's
I
not
s-
the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, it's just
no,
yeah.
I disagree. I'm sorry. I feel
Oh,
we were
okay.
hit over the head with him. I liked him. Let me say that. But Luke said he's a kid. It's fucking 5 years before the original series.
Exactly. He's supposed to be,
Exactly.
and he's
Yeah,
a
but
lieutenant.
5
And
years.
he's still a
5 years
lieutenant.
don't turn you into that man. I mean,
Right.
let's just pull the Band-Aid at this point. What's his
Well, the
name?
way the way he
Montgomery
looks,
Scott.
Scott. Yeah, and he was by that point he was a lieutenant. I was surprised he was even up that high in rank.
Yeah, but 5 years doesn't turn that little boy into fucking James Doohan. Though, from the side view, like a side front view, he does look like him. I could totally see it.
I think the guy carried the part pretty well. You know, like
He
I said,
did.
he didn't do too much with it.
No, he's
I don't
just
know.
too
it's-
young.
I was kind of underwhelmed with his performance. I wasn't really impressed with it.
I thought he was a little
think-
too Scottish, if you want my honest opinion.
This
Well.
guy.
be
I mean, that's
honest-
way later.
To be honest, of the new actors that have played the classic characters, I thought Simon Pegg was a better Montgomery.
Oh well,
Scott.
he was great. Simon
Yeah.
Pegg is just a great actor.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
so
but
yeah,
was he not just Simon Pegg? Really?
Yeah, well, Simon Pegg with a Scottish accent. Lad.
does that
This
turn
guy,
into that?
I don't know. I don't even know this guy's name, but I was like, yeah, this just no. It just didn't click with me, and I was
Name's
like, no,
Peter.
this is not Montgomery Scott. It just didn't feel right. I do
I
not
didn't mind him
see-
so much. I liked that he was kind of funny. He, you know, he wasn't taking himself too seriously. Like when he, when you see him with, what's her name? I always forget her name here.
Pelia.
Kane.
Pelia.
Pelia.
Yeah,
Pele.
Pelia. She, oh, my best student with my worst grades. And he's just like, hi. Oh, I built a transponder. Yeah, pretty fast, actually.
I
You
just
know,
can't
he's
pass
just-
tests.
He's cocky. He's Scotty. You
Yeah,
know,
he's
Scotty
Scotty.
was just sort of like, all right, whatever you want me to do, I'll get in there and do it. Or you got to give me more time. You don't have any time. You know, I can't push her any further. Oh,
hun-
the lithium crystals.
Yeah, I'm handy. I'm just not good at taking tests.
Yeah. If we see him again and he says, "I'm giving it all she's got, Captain," I'll be like, Okay. Okay.
You'll be satisfied.
Yeah. Maybe I'll be satisfied.
That's
It
all
all
it takes
depends.
for you.
It all depends on how he sounds when.
So if he's like right behind Kirk, going, "I'm giving it all I've got, Captain." That's
Patience,
looking
Captain,
for.
patience. Rome wasn't built in a day.
There were some interesting things that happened, though. I like some of the strategies that they had to come up with. Although they used the same strategy twice, where they were using space. They were disguising as space junk, or using the idea of space junk to,
that felt
fix
a
their
little
problems.
lazy to me, like Walking Dead. I don't know if you guys have seen season 800 of The
Well, they
Walking
said
Dead at
that.
this point. Who did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they
said,
brought up zombie movies.
An old zombie movie trick.
Did they
And-
really? Motherfucker,
Yes.
I missed that. And this afternoon at about 11 a.m., I popped on the episode to refresh myself, but then I fell asleep and woke up just in time to go on Men Are Talking with the sweet boy, Richard Kish. And I slept in my beard the whole time right after conditioning it, too. I had to fucking sit there with a fluffer. Not that kind of fluff. But anyway, what were we talking about?
You gotta.
We're talking about zombie movie.
Zombie
thing, the
movies.
trope.
If you guys have seen any of the last 700 of the 800 seasons of The Walking Dead, it's about every episode is just them walking slowly with zombies. There's an entire episode of Dead City where they're in the fucking sewer, slowly walking with zombies. It's just I'm tired of this trope already.
But
Did you catch that woman
uh,
that they mentioned that they were going to follow the dead junk like the zombie movies? And that's when Spock said, "I've seen a movie, but not a zombie
Yes.
movie."
Yes, I need
She-
to.
she
I'll,
did
I'll
catch-
put
oh,
it
she
into my
scolded me.
studies. It was
Jerk.
it was Uhura who mentioned it. Oh, the old zombie movie trick.
Hoorah.
Oh, right.
So she's hip, she's cool, she knows stuff. And I did enjoy the scene where they're diving into the planet and everyone's just holding on for dear life. And we see that, she's definitely made for this. This is her thing.
I'm fine.
She's just, yeah, exactly. But she's smiling the whole time going down. Everyone's going,
I
"Oh my
bet."
God."
Yeah. like she knew completely what she was doing. Oh, this was all planned.
Especially if it was the nurse. If it was Nurse Chapel, she'd love it. I know she's in love with Nurse Chapel.
Oh yeah.
Do you think this? Or are you
Dude,
just
they're
saying
always
silly
hanging
things?
out. She's always so happy to be around her. Like she likes her more than, Oh yeah,
So
they talk about zombies and then they go to like a zombie world almost. Huh? Interesting. Anyway.
It's interesting.
Oh, you don't want me to skip over
this
that?
kind of
No.
disproves my point. Look though. Actually, no. It proves my point. They're right there on the
Okay.
set. They're on the fucking street. They put a can of fire or whatever the hell it is. They put a fucking cart on fire. They had the budget to do some shit. To make it like one of those 50s or 80s even
Yeah, exactly.
small town America horror films. They just really, really dropped the ball there. Not just horror sci-fi. Did the exact genre they were going for with the Geiger alien shit.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and this was really the worst you got to see of it was them killing this one Gorn. That was it.
Yeah, and then one more thing just to further fucking prove my point of why it's a ball drop. Star Trek. It has that campiness, which is from like Invaders from Mars, especially
Right.
the 80s one, very campy. The small town America invasion, very campy. It was just such a perfect opportunity to meld the Geiger alien shit with the campy sci-fi shit, and it would have been perfectly Star Trek. But no! Jerks.
Yeah, they really could have run with the ball a bit more in hindsight. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Well, look. when
But,
see
you
the
know, they
guys
find some
behind the crew, They're all
survivors.
nerds. So, you know,
They
not the
get,
good nerds.
Stuck inside of a Gorn trap. Which is obviously Scotty's again. Yeah.
Yes,
that's
I
very
made
good.
shields.
Oh, and then there's another. These two have a weird chemistry sometimes. I think.
Oh, are
probably
they gonna
just
fuck too, Luke? Are they
No,
gonna
no,
fuck
no.
too?
Pelia is just really dismissive over
Sicko.
because she's so young. Maybe I don't know.
I thought you were
For
gonna
some reason,
suggest something else.
she just kind of seems like okay, yeah, whatever. Oh, I have this weird theory. Oh my god, yeah, all right. Of course you have a weird theory. You're a weird girl.
Well, she was busy. You read too much. In the other episode, you're like fucking. Oh, look at La'an. Even though I skipped through the musical number that explained it exactly what's going on.
I didn't
Look at
skip
La'an. She's all jealous, and she wasn't jealous. She was the opposite of jealous. And now you're just like talking about this poor woman who's busy trying to save the fucking universe from Gorn, and then fucking this one comes. Well, I got another crazy idea. Yeah. Of course she's gonna go. Ah.
Oh yeah, I guess we didn't mention the demarcation line that they set. Remember that?
Your line, you piece
Oh
of shit.
yeah.
Because the colony was not in Federation space, but so it's in Gorn space, but
Yeah.
that close.
They called it
literally
truce. The Federation was going to stay on one side of the line, and the Gorn was going to stay on the other side of the line, and that's what was agreed on, at least initially.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird. Well, I guess it's probably how deep out of Federation space is this really?
Right.
Why are they going there? I mean, because they know people need the inoculation, and yeah, it was weird. They were pressing, inoculations in the beginning, like
I mean, I like that they used inoculation instead of vaccination. I felt that that was an intentional sidestep.
Maybe.
Hey, because let's be fucking clear. In this world, since everyone went silent there, in this world, the very real world we live in,
Excuse me.
people are mixing up the idea of like somebody who doesn't want an untested fucking poison pumped into their body by force into being against things that are very necessary and good for you, like inoculations and shit. So it's important to make that distinction.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, and then we finally get confirmation that she's alive. She's
Yeah.
looking at the
Who is alive?
Oh, where is it?
There's
Because
Chapel.
because that picture does not actually show
It was
who is
garbage.
alive.
Tell
Yeah, I
him,
know.
Charles.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
geez,
Spock
I-
floating
no,
scene
no,
was
I-
silly.
yeah.
See, there
That
we
was
go.
silly.
Yeah.
You thought that was silly? Well, that was kind
It's
of
fucking
a.
your slideshows move too fast. You confuse me.
I know,
By the time
I
I
know.
can even fucking say a word on something, you're on the next one. Pervert.
Okay, so
Pervert. No, that's it. Oh, look at him fly. Look at Spock fly, and he
Well,
looks
they
silly. You see, I said it. You can
They
move on.
think- No. But do you remember in Star Trek the movie, the original movie,
Oh, the rocket.
the motion picture? He goes out. Spock goes out in his spacesuit, and he goes and tries to communicate with V'ger,
Oh yeah! Wow, good
right?
memory.
and it blows him back. Right? He's like looking at it, and it starts like fucking with his head. And actually, doesn't he go? Eventually, they do go inside, and they see all that crazy stuff that he went through, and all the information that V'ger has, and all that. Anyway, but I thought this was an homage to that a little bit, right? 'Cause
I don't
it's
see it.
doing the same
I've
thing.
only ever seen the motion picture like twice, and it's been years. I barely remember that
If you
movie
say
because
it's boring, I'm going to push you down the stairs and blame it on a bird.
it was boring.
You piece of shit. It was
That was
not
a pre-
boring. It's a fucking fine film. It's a fucking it's prime sci-fi. Just pay attention. Just sit down, relax, shut your brain off, and accept what's on the screen. I know that sounds like the opposite of sci-fi, but I mean, shut off the outside world and pay attention to this wordy ass fucking hard sci-fi masterpiece.
Yeah, and it kind of set the stage for the next generation anyway, if you think about it, as far as the styling and the way the way it was set up.
And didn't we? That's where everyone calls them the TNG Klingons,
Right.
But they came from at least the next movie or three. I
Right.
don't remember when did the Klingons come
yeah.
in? 3 or right away
Yeah,
1? But
yeah.
they are those Klingons.
They
in
were the
movies
first of the ones that were yeah. But the
I don't think there
chronologies,
were
yeah.
any Klingons in 1, but in 2, maybe. Oh, you know what? There were, because one of their ships gets destroyed by V'ger, I believe. Like, everyone's ships are getting destroyed by this thing, and that's why they, everyone has to kind of band together to try to figure out what's going on, what's entering their space.
Yes, there is Klingon battle in the motion picture, and yep. Well, their ridges look more like, I don't know, like fucking giant dick worms going right up their fucking foreheads. But they are very close. And by 3, we're at it could be right on the Next Generation.
By 3, we're at Christopher Lloyd, right?
Hey, I'm going to be honest here. These Klingons in the motion picture look a little closer to the Klingons in Discovery. And looks like Into Darkness also really pulled heavily. They look like right between motion picture Klingons and Discovery Klingons.
No shit. Well, maybe, yeah, it's it's another take on where it would have gone from the original movie.
Or we've actually seen them evolve, and we're just all fucking idiots who just are like, that's not the Kling, that's not Worf.
Going
look
into
like Worf.
space really fucked them up. Didn't fuck us up that much. Okay, so is this where they get it?
Oh my God, V.
Yeah, they get
Leave
in
Whoopi
here.
Goldberg out of this.
And they're just trying to stay away from the
You're
Gorn for a
alive,
while.
but at what cost?
And they do actually figure out that they have to try to get rid of. Well, oh no, they want to try to get off the planet by rigging another thing, right? Because Scotty rigged a shuttle and rigged a transponder, so they decided to go to his crash shuttle. Is that where they went? Which was kind of right outside that thing that they had to blow up to get all the communications back. Which was kind of weird. They almost got blown up. Oh, I did like this. I wanted to point this out. How they have him looking inside this thing a lot now. So I like that.
And then when he looked in, he saw this.
It's scary.
Was that me?
I think that was Charles Whedon, yes.
One more time, please.
Your girlfriend made it, Charles. Gorn with the wind.
Play that again.
Okay, so Spock looks deep into his microscope and sees.
Yep, that was me.
Yeah, it's Sweden.
Why do you look so Mexican?
I don't know.
It's a combination of features. The love child of Whedon and William
That's
Shatner.
what happened. Oh yeah, because that is
That
when
poor
they go
kid.
here.
That poor kid.
Oh man, what? I just like just the amount of shit that I gotta deal with here. I am scarred for life.
These things do look ugly, man. They are nasty.
Oh no, I think
These
the creature.
gourd.
I think the creature designs are great.
Yeah, no, they are. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
They are. I need to see a Gorn with its clothes off because,
Oh my God.
they're just not. Because there's
no.
a disconnect is why. They're close. They're getting there. That adult was pretty close to the Gorn Kirk fought. I know it's cheesy, but that is like one hell of a challenge. They really should have seen that challenge to make that. It's the Gorn that Kirk fought is literally the cheesiest thing Hollywood has ever made, and to make that real and badass, that's something.
So what do we think about this little scene?
Oh, how come he's not attacking her? I kind of guessed after that there was something going on.
Oh no, when she stood in front of the baby Gorn, and it didn't attack her, and it didn't attack Pike or Scotty, I was like, she's infected with eggs.
I was just oh, that's what it was. I was just waiting for his mouth cock to pop out into her mouth.
Wow. Sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah, but no, it's just like I kind of like look. It's just like as soon as the away team made it down to the planet and found everybody hiding in that bar or that restaurant or whatever the hell it was, I was like, okay, some of those people have to be infected with Gorn eggs. They have to be.
I thought you said Gorn AIDS the first time.
Gorn AIDS.
Like eggs.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't even
worse-
think
that's
about
worse than Gorn
that.
eggs.
But yeah,
it's
eventually
just-
we find out.
yeah, and of course,
she is-
Pike's girlfriend, of course, has been infected with Gorn
Yep.
eggs.
Yes.
inside
So
her.
where did that end? Because I was very sleepy, which is why I wanted to watch it again today before I fell asleep.
Yeah.
What happened? Is she dead?
No, she's just like sedated.
Yeah, she told. They said.
Did it happen 24 hours ago? No.
I
No.
no,
I would.
Oh, they're okay. Forget it.
She needed a stasis field and to be sedated. That's what
Yeah.
Nurse Chapel said, because in case something hatched. And
So is it?
But right here, she tells her, "Hey, if I'm beyond saving, I need you to take me out."
Yeah.
And that's when Pike's like, "I'm not going to give up on her." Well, neither am I. I'm not going to give up either. So.
Now, was it the same
we'll
deal with
see.
her that happened? Same thing that happened to Hemmer, where they kind of just like vomit this stuff on him.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Okay.
It's like they like spit something on them, and
Right.
then the egg. That's how the eggs are transmitted.
Right.
Yeah.
Jizz sperm playing
Jizz
Friday
sperm.
at the Mercury Lounge.
Oral jizz sperm. There
Wait,
you go.
Jizz sperm. Jizz puke. Never mind.
Oral jizz sperm.
Oral jizz.
Oh.
You see, this is
Oh, yes.
information that I don't need to know. So
Well, I want to know. Don't you know? Don't you want to know if the thing has an orange dork?
Oh.
no, I don't need
Orange.
to Gorn anatomy.
You don't want to know if Superman puts it in Lois and gives her a baby, if that baby will rip out of her vagina.
Oh my god.
How do you not want to know these things?
Super.
Because it's fictional characters.
And they
None of
still
it-
have fictional wieners and vaginas. And I want to know
None
how
of
they
it
work.
matters. Oh my
It sure does.
God.
If it doesn't, I'm being dead serious right now. If the sexual reproductive
Christian's
organs of the
face.
Gorn do not matter, then why does any other thing in the fucking sci-fi matter? Like, why does any other explanation of the science behind things matter?
The explanation can exist, sure, because there's going to be people out there that
We know Klingons have two cocks now.
Yeah, apparently we do,
We
which
do
is
know that.
information I did not need to know.
Now that one I agree with. I can't look at Worf the same. Honey, did you know Worf had two cocks? It
Really?
is a confirmed fact.
Ah,
Yeah. Woohoo! Two cocks.
You know, I was just thinking.
Don't
about,
make a baby. Why? First you put the crying baby in the Charles Whedon fucking it song. Now you're fucking screaming two cocks with a fucking baby. What's his name?
just
What's his name? I keep Huxtable stuck in
Two,
my head.
like that.
Cunningham.
Like, so that looks
Cunningham's-
like two cocks, right? Kind of.
no.
Fuck you. You're making Charles uncomfortable.
Yes, god damn it.
Oh. Oh, bother.
Oh,
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother. What the fuck are we doing?
I can
Wonderful
trigger
question.
everybody.
One thing I'm beginning to pick up
Oh.
now that makes watching a series like this different is in situations like where they're going up against something that could possibly kill them because of timelines. You know that Spock can't get killed in that scene because he goes on to live another day and do a lot of shit in the future. So it
Yeah.
kind of takes the element out of it.
There could be a way he comes. Maybe he's come back before. Maybe that's why he's so zen when he gets.
Oh my
He
god.
dies. He
There you
dies
go.
at one point and then comes back again.
I mean,
He's
That's
like,
a stretch.
Man, I
I-
just
I-
have to-
I agree that Spock is unlikely to die in this show because he's protected by plot armor, because of all the other movies and shows that he's existed in.
Yeah, canon. He's protected by canon. He's protected by the timeline.
Most of the characters are like that.
We don't need that.
Yeah, he's protected by canon. But the thing is that Luke, you saying that he could probably die and come back again. I mean,
well, he did that once.
Yeah, he did do that once. I really hope they don't do that in this show, because that would just be really freaking lazy storytelling.
Yeah, and I also just think
look out! Oh, we're being attacked.
Like, I'm the weirdo for wanting to know how the Gorn dork works.
Ooh,
but like,
I'm scared.
When you were watching Next Generation, were you thinking about if Data was gonna die or Riker was gonna die? It's a Star Trek, you know. Nobody's really supposed to die.
Oh,
yeah, but Data did die.
Data did die.
Well, spoiler alert! I didn't see that movie yet.
What Data? Data did
there
die.
You go.
God damn it, Jim. Come on, man! You didn't see Nemesis?
No, here, I'll do this for 25 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay,
that's the greatest fight and everything.
Yeah, right? In Nemesis,
watch out!
Data dies. He blows himself up in a spectacular way.
Luke has the wiggles.
There you go.
Yeah.
Luke has the
How
wiggles, all right, but not the wiggles.
Yeah, okay.
Now, weren't you mentioning how Kirk looks compared to some other people? You said anyone who thinks that William Shatner looks terrible for his age. This was what, maybe 8 years ago.
Seriously?
William Shatner does not look
that
terrible.
Would be in his.
If that was 8 years ago, he looks pretty damn good.
Yeah, he looks fine.
Yeah.
He was just at the fucking Star Trek convention. So there should be pictures of him right now.
Yeah, but no, William Shatner actually doesn't look that bad for his age. Isn't he in his 90s?
He's gotta be.
Yeah.
No, I'll look.
And he went into space.
He's 91.
Oh, you beat me. Okay.
And for perspective, I mean, I watch these old dementia grandpa shows on YouTube. Not shows, but I see these little shorts that come on, and that guy's 91 and looks like a fucking cripple.
He's 92.
All right, so this guy's a year older than that. Look, this is him in 2023. Look at that fucking smooth face.
Yeah, nary a wrinkle. I mean, he's got no brow. Oh, lucky guy.
That's some
head of hair. I mean, unless it's
full head of hair. Look at that head.
He was following Ray Kurzweil's diet, like transhumanism regimen, and it's all these supplements. They take like hundreds of pills a day and shit, and they swear by it. And I buy it. I buy everything about what fucking Kurzweil's been selling all these years. And I
mean, look at him.
Look at fucking Shatner.
Look at him. 92. God damn, he looks pretty goddamn good.
I'm gonna look that sexy.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, come back in 30 years. 40 years.
Bullshit.
I won't make it another 10.
Sexy. Oh yeah.
You are obsessed with man kisses.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Well, that one was like warranted. Remember?
That was a painful one.
Mushroom Island.
Yeah, you dated where it is. Man, that wasn't so bad.
Not the same. Okay. Oh, this one's nice though. I like this one. Okay, we gotta.
No, that's a slow, passionate one.
This is when the show gets weird at the 38-minute mark.
When are we
folks,
getting
every
Bones?
episode.
So now we have Scotty. Oh yeah, we talked about this before. How Bones?
If
will
we
probably
get
come in.
if they're doing one per fucking season, because you just babbled for fucking. Jeez, that was. Why'd you make us look at all those kisses? Fucking so uncomfortable. If we get fucking Sulu and not Bones in season 3 with one per season, I'm angry.
Well, I mean, why would it be an issue to get Bones before Sulu?
No, I want Bones before Sulu.
Right, but then you have to get rid of the current Doctor.
Well, not really. He's
No,
there
no.
the whole time. All you got to do is reduce his capacity. Well, besides that, look, it's not like what's his dick here. Scott is joining the crew. He was just there.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm assuming the same
I
will
see what you're
happen
saying.
next season with one of the other legacy characters.
Yeah, I think they're introducing us to these characters to pave the way for a potential revival of the original series.
Potential. If they don't,
I still say
it's guaranteed. I'm calling it guaranteed because it's already happening. Why would you
Where's
do
your proof?
all this? It's there. It's on the television. I watched it.
That's not proof.
They're there. They're fucking. Hello, like, how many times was Kirk on this season?
Okay, look, them introducing
Please,
the TOS characters.
Make it so.
Them introducing the TOS.
It is
characters
so.
on Strange New Worlds I think is only there for one reason: fan service.
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
and
you
that's
bet.
why Strange New Worlds took over Discovery, having been a spin-off of Discovery. It's like those three characters walked on the ship of Discovery and went like this. I'll be taking your show now.
Yeah,
They literally
it
did
was.
that.
Well, you know what?
That
They were
was pretty
smart. They
awesome.
tested the water with the characters in Discovery, and I immediately liked the Pike character. And I said,
Yeah.
I said they should do a series
yeah.
around this. Well, they listened to me.
Everyone did.
Yeah.
And now they're going to do the same here with the fucking... That's going to be the new Trek model going forward, where
retro,
they launch
retro, yeah.
each other's show from within.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Double
well,
reboots because the reboot from Picard too.
Well, hey,
I mean-
do you remember what happened when they introduced Pike, Ensign Mount's Pike for the first time? There was this whole controversy going on where Ensign Mount pretty much left the character, and it was up in the air if they were even going to do Strange New Worlds because they couldn't get Ensign Mount to come back to play the role. Remember that?
Oh,
Yes.
really?
There was
problem.
there was something else too. COVID. I think was also what.
COVID.
Oh, man.
Damn
Oh,
that COVID.
Well, no, it wasn't just that. There was like a disagreement. There was some kind of disagreement between
COVID.
Ensign Mount
Uh-oh.
and
no.
and CBS. Like
I think it was just scheduling because I've read things about his scheduling. But actually, speaking of Picard and double reboots or whatever, just this afternoon, Kish and I were talking about the Lathanites. I see it spelt two ways, Lathanites and Lathanides. I don't know which one it is. But Palia's character, Carol Kane,
Right.
and how she's been around
Okay.
since... We know she's been around since at least the 1980s. Because in 2022, she tells a story about something she got from a jogger or something in the 80s. Or a hiker. It's a brand new Star Trek mystery. Nobody knows how long this species lives, how old she in particular is. It could be possible they are getting us a bridge character from Strange New Worlds to the Picard spinoff, Star Trek Legacy, let's call it, and we get Palia in there
man.
at least for an appearance.
Interesting theory. Could be.
I thought they were gonna kill Pelia off and Scotty was gonna take over.
That would be stupid. They killed Hemmer off. They got to kill off
Like,
I
it's
Fly
like
the Ship or.
But it's almost like the drummer from Spinal Tap. You're always losing your engineer. Like,
I
until
thought
get
you were
to
going to say
Scotty.
the drummer from Def Leppard. You're always losing your arm.
Now, if you follow canon, what's the story with Sam Kirk?
He dies of a disease, right, Luke, on a planet. Like it happens
I don't
off
know.
camera. Like Kirk is called. I remember that much to like some mission, and he discovers when he gets there, his brother and his brother's wife are dead.
Oh, from the original series. Oh God,
Yeah.
I do. I remember that now. Yeah.
Yep, and it's just Shatner with a mustache.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
So I
Oh,
just-
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got it right there too.
And I'm pretty sure you only see the dead body.
Only see the dead body. Nice. Oh no! Yay! Explosion!
Oh,
So
no,
how
yeah,
far-
yeah.
I'm
pew
wondering
pew.
how-
Don't forget pew pew.
So I'm wondering how
Pew,
far that
pew.
would be from now that Sam
Jerk.
is no longer.
How
How far in the future from his present time?
not well, maybe under 10. It's definitely under 10 years because we're 5 years to the original
Wow.
series. That was supposed to be a 5-year mission.
5-year mission, right?
And we only got 3 of them. So within the next 8 years, Mr. Kirk will die.
Wow.
And I believe this episode. Oh shit! I believe this episode happened on season 1. Ah, god damn it! We hit the limit, motherfucking overflowing weirdo. I wanted to put in a picture. I know you like these doubles. What can we get rid of here, Luke? Sunspot? Can I get rid of that?
Yeah, get rid of shit. Get rid of whatever you want.
I'm just gonna get. Well, there's a lot of these.
Spot.
A lot of these things
look
have been
out.
here forever. But there's this picture.
Attacked.
I know
love
you
that
like the
apron.
side-by-side comparisons. We'll go back to that Gorn in 1 second. But
Oh,
yeah, there's.
God, wow.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Well, they gave him a mustache. Wow, that's
He looks like him. Like that's
Yeah,
not
he
too
does.
bad.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
All right. Now back to his tunic. It's called a tunic.
a tunic.
A tunic, yes. Do you think that's what he's wearing underneath his spacesuit? Is that what
No, he's just got a one nick down there.
this guy?
Yeah, he's
Oh, he
covering his-
just. Oh, it's just his underwear because in the spacesuit
this
it's
guy.
kind of it'll rub.
covering his
No, I was talking about his
gorn
cock.
nads.
Gorn Nads.
Gorn nads.
Good one, Richard Kish.
Hey,
That sounded
snipe.
facetious.
Yeah, right there.
But
his
I do
gorn
like
nads.
this. Oh, wow. All right. So, at what
You like
point
this
in the
picture?
episode
I get it.
did you realize that? Oh man, this is gonna be a continued, to be continued. Because I
None.
was looking.
Oh,
Really?
I figured cliffhanger. I figured they were going to do that. That's any good series
That
does
hard,
that.
though?
They want to bring you, oh more, please, more.
Oh,
what
no.
happens?
I mean, I really feel like once they got to once they said that at one point I thought it wasn't gonna be continued, but then once they said, oh, we can't get the transporters going, or we searched and there's no one there, and the Gorn had beamed everyone else up
Everybody
from
else
the colony
up onto there, yeah.
before they could. And that was a moment when I went, "Oh shit!" And then, this has to be
Oh, yeah.
continued. Now
To be
they have to
continued.
finish this.
Yeah, but let me just be clear. First off, I'm so goddamn jealous of Luke's background. I really am. Of course, he puts up another stupid fucking picture. Let me just be clear. I already forgot. What the fuck were we just talking about? That cliff. There's a difference between a cliffhanger and a to be continued. Yes, I expected a cliffhanger, but not that. Not what we got. That was too, especially with the writer's strike. We're not even looking at filming till 2024.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh yeah, this is when they're getting all shot down at the end there. But yeah, I had read something about that. Oh, and also, there is one of the producers who really wants to make at least 20 episodes a season. He wants to turn it back into what it used to be.
That would be great.
but-
That's what.
Take his penis out so we can all get in line to suck it.
Because the character development is much better when you have 20 episodes. You can focus
Absolutely.
on different characters for different episodes. You can stretch certain storylines out a little
You
bit
get
more.
creative. You're limited. If you're only doing 10 episodes, you're actually. I know this sounds really stupid because you might think you're drawing it out over 20, but you're limiting your creativity because then you're not taking any risks. You're going with the 10 safest, the 10 best, the 10. And somehow you're throwing a musical in there.
Yeah. What were they thinking?
Never
Well,
happened.
somebody wanted to sell an album, and I think that's part of why they did it.
Yeah.
Well,
I know
she
who wanted
was-
to. I know who wanted to sell a fucking album. Her name is Christina Chong, and
Yeah,
they should
exactly.
send her ass
Yeah.
to the Delta Quadrant.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
They should have left her there.
Oh, come on, Lon.
Yeah.
She's nice.
They came back to rescue her. They should have left her there. You
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
You want
that's
to see
her-
in space? You're going to stay where you are.
Yeah. That's her expression when she finds out that she's being exiled to the Delta Quadrant. It's like, what?
Yeah.
No, you didn't send me there.
What are you doing? No, please, no. I'd rather go back to the comic verse. Oh,
my
speaking of the
God.
comic verse. Oh yeah, that one's not really the greatest picture. This is a little off topic, but Jim, do you still watch Big Brother at all?
No, they only sorry.
Celebrity.
I had just seen something. Yeah, I only like the celebrity one, and that was canceled in the UK. And I only watched the UK one, not the US one.
Oh.
And the celebrity
Americans are
US I
dumb.
watched with Tom Green. That was great. What's your point?
Spit it out, lad.
Oh, I kind of forgot. See, I forgot what I was talking
It ain't a cock. You could spit it out.
about. No, yeah, I have to spell it. I can't.
Do I watch Big Brother?
So
I've
Scotty.
never
Oh,
been
the
told.
comic verse. They have different
Verse.
different universes that light up now. Anyway, never. I've been watching
Well-
it. Scotty, yeah.
Well,
beam
for
me
my
up.
money, the greatest Scotty was the one played by his son, and what was that? That Star Trek Continues, which was great. What did you guys think of that series?
Star Trek Continues? I never heard of it.
I
I
don't
didn't see
watch
it.
fan films. I don't know why there's so many really, really good ones, but I can't. For some reason, it has to be official. And especially the way everything's bastardized by studios, it makes no sense.
Well, Star Trek Continues. The guy who did it also played Kirk, and he was very, very good. And they did all the research as far as the sets.
Well, I
and
read all about
everything
it.
was authentic. and
Yeah.
it looked great. It really looked great. And the guy that played Scotty was Dune's son, and he was great. He was really good.
Chris Doohan.
Chris Doohan.
I think Scotty's grandson was recently in something as well.
Oh
A
no,
horror film.
Scotty the Third. The turd. Really?
Oh, wait a minute. I've
I
heard
love
of
it.
this.
You're looking it up now.
Didn't this show also have what was his name? Grant Imahara, the guy from Myth.
Yes. He played
Yeah.
Lieutenant Hikaru Sulu, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah,
And that
yeah.
guy
Sulu.
turned into this guy.
I'd check it out.
Moment of silence.
Yeah.
Lots of dead air there, Captain.
Yeah, lots of dead air.
Dead air there, Captain.
Yeah, lots of dead air.
Look at
We're
this.
getting sucked
I
in.
don't
You
know.
keep just
Yeah, but this is I remember this. Yeah, this was wait, hold on. Wait,
Oh.
hold on. Is this
Star Trek
is
continues.
is, is,
I
is
don't
Star
have any
Trek
of those.
is Star Trek Continues on Paramount Plus?
I
No,
don't
if
know.
you go to
no.
YouTube,
No.
YouTube.
It's
YouTube,
a
okay.
fan thing. They don't put it on there.
Okay.
What if that's what they tried to call the new thing? Star Trek continues. Oh wait, we can't call it that. Everything we want to call
wait
is
a second,
something
we can't
else.
call it that now.
Legacy is a video game. Continues is something. Come on.
well, that'd just be it'd be dumb.
Yeah. Which also brings me up to make that point again. They are not going to call it Star Trek Legacy because it is a freaking video game.
I know. That's kind of why I brought it up. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I think they will. With that one, they will.
You never
Definitely no Star Trek continues.
Yeah, and somebody's getting sued.
Where would we should try to figure out if there's going to be a Star Trek convention near where we could all go to. Where would be the closest? Like in Pennsylvania, maybe. Like
Yeah, New York City.
Oh boy.
That'd be my guess.
Charles would have
Yeah,
quite
really.
a travel.
Yeah.
Charles, where are you?
Kentucky.
Oh wow, yeah, you would have a bit of a trip.
Yeah.
It's all right. Luke
Think
will
of
come pick you up.
Pennsylvania.
I'll take
Oh,
the trip.
jeez. Wow.
We'll
We'll jump on the
just,
train and we'll come get you. We'll just get
Yeah,
a all
no.
open
come get
pass. or
As
something.
long as
Can you
I
get
don't
those?
have to travel over ocean, I think I'll be okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
You'll
Oh, you don't want to fly?
Oh no, I fucking hate flying.
Oh. Well, what if you were flying in a spaceship
That's even
Oh,
worse.
with Rios
like that.
Oh.
breaking the?
that.
Just and yeah, she waited till what 1,000 meters to pull up, and yeah.
She's like Engineer Olsen from Star Trek 2009, where he ends up waiting until he hits like what was it, like 800 meters before he pulls his chute, and he ends up getting killed for his trouble.
Oh.
Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah. You
Yeah,
can't
remember-
wait
Long.
too long.
Yeah.
Can't wait too long.
Yeah, they end up telling him, it's like, pull your chute, Olsen, and he's like, no, not yet. And it's like, yeah, and then he does it at like, what is it, like 800 meters, pulls the chute, ends up breaking his legs on the platform, which I think is a freaking stupid idea, and then he gets pulled underneath it and gets burned alive by the energy beam. And I'm like, you are a freaking dumbass.
Live and learn,
Dumbass.
or maybe not live.
Yeah, exactly.
Learn.
Other people will learn from his lesson.
Exactly. Don't
Now, did he?
don't do
okay,
as I
so
do.
I was just thinking about Scotty. He said he was on. Did he say he was on the Stargazer?
No. It
was
was
a-
something else.
It was a science ship, right? They were studying
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it was
It
a
was
science
something
ship.
like that. It was
It-
something star or like sun something.
It did have star in the name, but it wasn't the Stargazer.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
If it
Didn't know
was
if that
the
it.
if it was the Stargazer, I would have lost my damn shit. Because that means, holy shit, Scotty and Picard served on the same ship.
Well, no, it would have been another Stargazer probably. Just
Well,
like the Enterprise
same-
is a D.
Same.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
the same.
designation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Which is
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. I can't remember though, so because I didn't get to watch it the second time, I would have written
Yeah,
it
but
down.
no,
if I
it's
did,
just-
but.
I know it wouldn't have been the same exact ship, but I mean, it would have been the same designation, and I still think that would have been cool.
And that's it's kind of interesting to see that. Okay, he came from a science ship, so
Yeah.
he is purely scientific kind of guy. That's like advanced. That's an advanced ship. They wouldn't have you on there unless you were top notch. So that's why I don't know. Maybe
Top
Pelly is
notch,
gonna
A-okay.
leave.
Nothing.
Who's A-okay? I think Pelia might just want to leave at some point. She just seems frustrated all the time. She doesn't even want to do work. She's running around.
He was
Kelly
the
is-
one that was gung ho about being on the ship, though.
Pelia
Yeah.
strikes me as the type of person that does something for like couple years, not years, but maybe like 10 years or so, and then she
Just a
moves
couple
on.
of quick decades.
She
Yeah,
moves
for
on
her.
to the next thing. She moves on to the next thing for her life, and she changes a new focus every few decades or so.
Well, I mean,
So-
wouldn't you? I mean, I get tired. I get bored doing the same thing for 57 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm fairly certain that Pelia will stay on the ship until she doesn't want to be anymore, and that she's going to move on and do something else.
Oh, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
So
Get
she
bored.
can stay-
Get bored. Gotta wake up a little bit.
Not polite the
You
point.
just call someone a gay boy? What just happened?
Gay boy.
No, no.
I think we just got told a stern talking to by Kirk.
Ah.
Not polite the point.
Yeah.
Maybe Kirk will show up and help everybody. Maybe his ship will pull
You
in.
know,
and
I
that's
still
what
stand by my statement that I think Kirk is going to swoop in and save the day, and he's going to be the knight in shining armor for La'an Nguyen Singh.
Yeah, and that would be no surprise.
Yeah.
They're kind of leading toward that.
Or
They
she
may
gets shot
they-
in the first episode.
They
That
may
was
even
Gorn.
they may even go as far as to create a love triangle between him, La'an, and Carol Marcus.
like a threesome?
No, I said love triangle.
Oh,
Not Love
Oh.
Shack.
that's less fun.
It is less fun, but I mean, really, they're not going to do a fucking threesome, dude. That's just wishful thinking. It's not going to happen.
What is that, a butt plug?
Yes,
That's what it looks like.
a dusty old butt plug.
Oh, my
Oh.
god, I fucking hate
Oh,
that.
that's from Christmas Story.
I hate that movie. Oh my god.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's
I just
adorable.
unloaded that. I wasn't
I
sure
was
if
cleaning
La'an.
dust off of it, but it has painted on. Like it did have a little cat hair, but it has painted on dust. I realize now.
Yeah, well, maybe you should keep it away
Oh.
from Richard.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, keep it
They
away
make it
from
look
me.
like it's been sitting around.
No,
for a
no, no,
while.
not
She
not
doesn't
not,
clean
not
it.
you, Gish. I'm talking about Richard Grieco.
Richard Grieco, the
Yeah.
cat feline.
If
Yeah.
it's that dusty, that means that the wife doesn't clean it off. So she's,
No,
she
I
just
said the
doesn't
dust
take
is
care of it.
painted on. I said I
It's
thought it
painted
was
on.
dusty.
It's fake dust.
It's fake
But
dust.
that's what I'm saying. In the movie, she lets it get dusty because she doesn't like
want
it.
lesbianism. I understand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
She'll
right.
feel gay if she does that.
Okay,
So the
so
painted
here I
dust
think
is
La'an is part of this
Ghostbusters.
group. No, wait, that's not the same color as the transporter technology of the Enterprise, is it?
No, it's not, because if you actually look at it and pay attention to it, it's slightly green. The squiggles and design of the transporter technology is also very very off.
Yeah.
It's not Starfleet design. It's
Starfleet's
Gorn.
more golden, right?
Yeah, it's more golden. It's not green. So yeah, it is definitely Gorn. And when I first saw them being transported off the planet, I noticed that something was off with the transport beaming, and I was like, yeah, they didn't get picked up. They didn't get picked up by Starfleet. And then of course when they confirmed that they weren't on the Enterprise, I was like, yep, the Gorn have them. And there we go. Yeah. So, La'an Nguyen Singh is on the Gorn destroyer.
Wouldn't it be all of them? Who else is there with her?
Well, all the colonists are there too.
Oh,
Right.
okay, gotcha. All right, yeah.
All right.
It's
now.
just we don't know their name. I only know La'an's name because
Well, you got
she's-
bald guy. You got
although like I don't know what the Gorn are gonna do to her, but I'm fairly certain that she will be okay.
sex.
If she ends up.
Oh, they're gonna
seeing-
lay some eggs.
No, but you see, that's why it's important to know how they do stuff.
Well,
Okay,
do you
so
think
here we
they're-
go.
Do you think they're going to cure her, or do you think she's going to Gorn out?
Definitely looks much different.
Yeah, that's
least
that's
that
Star
one's-
that's Starfleet
Oh, yeah.
beaming, and then the other one that we saw was Gorn.
Right.
Yeah. Ours is straight up and down with like all the little things. Theirs is all squiggly and weird, like green fire, like it's
It
burning
looks
you
more.
up.
It looks more fluid,
Yeah.
like fluidic. Yeah.
Fluid.
Well, I mean, these things are pretty advanced for something that has to lay its eggs inside of a host like us. They have their spacesuits, they have their transporter technology, all that. That was a great scene when he was crushing Spock's head and thrashing around inside was that the bridge? Were they on the bridge at that point? I think they were.
Yeah, that was the bridge.
And his tail was just
I was
whipping
on
him. And
mute. I didn't like
what's her
this
name?
fight scene at all.
Well, and then she had that moment, Nurse Chapel had that moment where she's trying to reach out of the window and grab the phaser. She's like, oh my God, I almost got it. And she did eventually get it and turn around and she shot
Well,
it.
you're burying the lead. It was all
Blasted.
shot in zero gravity, like it was a slow motion fight. It was ridiculous.
That's how fights would be in zero G.
right.
And that's why we don't look at them on TV.
That's right. She shoots him, and then Spock right through the helmet. Right.
I thought the fight was intense.
Yeah.
It was intense. He smacked them around. You fell
Yeah, but
asleep.
no,
Maybe you don't remember it that much.
Spock got the last shot though. He cracked the helmet, and then the head froze.
Yep. Exposed the Gorn to vacuum.
It's like a 2-minute long version of that Austin Powers gag with the steamroller.
Oh yeah, where the guy starts screaming, "Stop!"
Yeah, and it's like 40 feet away where fucking Spock throws a punch and like 20 seconds later it reaches the Gorn.
Zero G fight, dude.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like it could have been. I will say, I thought what they had Chapel doing seemed more exciting because, like, she was sort of being more acrobat, not even acrobatic, just catching on things. Woman, I need a cough. She's just, I'm not. I don't. Goodbye. Just forget it.
More acrobatic? I mean, oh, she was like
right
jumping
there, those
around
poles.
more?
Like she like used those poles for leverage, but in a small way. I don't even know the words I'm looking for right now.
What? Oh my god. Are you subtly implying that that she grabbed onto
Nothing
those?
perverted.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
I
you mean
didn't say she was using her vagina.
like a
Really,
strip
when they're
club
like swinging
dancer?
around? This is right afterwards.
I
But
just mean like I don't know what the fucking one word is, but like if you're flying slowly through space and then you hit your foot against the edge of something, that'll propel you in another way. It's right on my fucking tip of my tongue, but I'm not awake, okay?
That's all right.
Okay. She,
I don't know. I think it's pretty easy to understand.
she cannot move fast in 0G because any momentum that she builds up is going to cause her entire body to go.
And that's the word, you prick. Momentum. How she was
Yeah.
using momentum to sort of like flip herself around and fucking change her trajectory.
Yeah. She needed to be
It's like
careful
it's
with her
literally what I
movements.
said.
That way she didn't accidentally throw herself into the vastness of space. She had to
Yes.
be careful.
So they were more. I enjoyed what they did with her more. I didn't feel the same with Spock and the Gorn.
I don't know. I liked all of it. I thought it was cool, and I thought the coolest part was seeing the fully grown adult Gorn, which I
Yes.
thought he looked badass.
Oh, hideous.
Yeah,
Hideous is great.
it was freaking awesome.
yeah, that was the coolest thing, and we've been waiting for this too. This is something that we've been ever since they had that episode. We're thinking, oh man, we want to see these Gorn, and they just didn't give it to us. And we've heard about them in another episode. We're like, oh man,
Yeah, they were
when are
teasing
they
you.
gonna do this? Let's see.
Yep.
Okay, I got a couple more.
Save the
pictures
best for last.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's great. Look at that. That's great. Almost like a praying mantis a little bit, at least in that one shot.
here. Yeah, with different angles has a different kind of look.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't know how Kirk fights one of these things.
And she's like kind of exactly how it must be a big fat one. Maybe it's not a. This is like a young. That was a young adult one. So yeah, she's like flipping around, and that's when she throws herself to go get the gun there, the phaser. She's trying to like reach it, trying to like run a little bit too, I guess.
Well, no, she's using her foot, like I said, right against the
Yeah,
pole,
tick-
which I gave as reference before. The thing,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck that thing is there, the banister, the railing,
Yeah.
and then she fucking shut up.
She's just she's very smart. She's smarter than Spock, I guess.
Oh,
Nobody's saying that.
No, I don't believe that. Smarter than Spock?
You never.
Yes.
I don't know.
Possible.
You never know.
Never
Maybe
know.
we'll find out she's an augment too.
Make another comment
No,
like
I
that,
don't-
I'm gonna walk right off. I'm gonna beam
No,
myself out.
I'm
of
willing
this
to
show.
bet she's not an
Beam
augment.
me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty.
No way.
Now,
If they make
Scotty,
Nurse
let's go.
Chapel an augment,
Beam me.
oh no, he did it again.
Beam me
Christ.
up, Scotty. Oh, and one of the things in the very beginning when Chapel beams up to the ship, that's the thing that kind of screws her for a while, right? So the beam me up, and then we get Scotty. I don't know if that was a tie-in. That's just me being dumb. But man, we
I'm
really
not sure.
see-
I don't understand what you said. Can you explain it more?
No.
But you just backed out of that thing you just said.
I didn't.
Don't you want to
I didn't
explain
back
it?
out of
Yes,
it.
you started saying something and then you're like, never mind. But maybe we do mind. Don't you want to explain it further?
Oh, I was done, but that was it.
Oh, you were done? And you clearly signaled that you were done?
Hey, check this out. So this is Bruce Horak.
It's like 8 times. It
Name.
happened like 8
Hammer.
fucking times in this show.
Hammer.
Checking out a Hammer doll at one of the conventions. That's him.
Seems like
You
this
see
guy
he's
just got a Hummer.
his,
Level of relaxation. You've
I
got
like the
going,
leather
you
jacket.
son of a-
yeah,
Hammer
that.
looks-
Oh yeah, that is kind of cool. Why does
Yeah,
he
he
have
looks
a
good
leather
in that-
jacket?
yeah,
That
the
looks
leather
more
jacket, I
like
like that.
the Picard jacket.
Yes. It does kind of look like Picard his jacket.
which is neat. But yeah, see, he's blind. He's got his little stick there. See.
Yeah, that looks really cool. It's also nice
he
to
also-
see him.
He also, I thought it was so funny that he played a Klingon with one eye. Then yeah, that was just interesting.
Oh, yeah, he
Oh,
played
what they
this.
gonna bring back?
He played this guy.
Why have you?
Why you only calling us when you got your dramas? One of these days we'll repay you, we'll slay you. Gonna draw your last breath at the end of my glance.
What? What the hell was that?
That was
Oh no!
Charles Whedon's.
A little doctoring there.
You deep faked me into Captain Pike.
I think that's great.
Not me. Your girlfriend did it.
She's not my girlfriend. Okay. Son of a bitch.
All
How
right.
big he's ordering your
Well,
woman.
we're gonna have to wait a long time now. I think for the next season. Is Discovery
Man.
half filmed or partly filmed?
I don't actually know, but I think maybe most of it is done filming.
I think they're done because
They could-
there's a nice big clip out.
Which I watched that clip and it looked kind of cool. I liked it. I thought
Oh
it looked fun.
yeah, so they at least have some of them done or are
Yeah.
getting close to it. So
I
they
am
did
pissed
split
off.
a season before. Remember that? We
Yes, they
actually
did.
started this show when they were coming back with Discovery. I think Picard was starting. The second season of Picard was starting up, and Discovery was coming.
It's all filmed.
Now, what's the story?
Oh, that's awesome.
If a script is written, can they take and film it, or do the actors have to? They're supporting the writers, so they can't act.
Well, the actors are
and
on
film.
strike too. Yeah,
Oh,
I
all
think
right
the
then.
actors
Yeah.
are on strike.
Yeah.
Well, all SAG, AFTRA,
Yeah.
all that. So
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can't even talk about the characters at conventions and stuff.
Oh man.
what?
What the hell? No, so they can't do conventions then.
But not only was this already finished filming, in November of 2022, they wrapped season 5, all of it.
Wow.
But then it was canceled, and then they went back and they reshot more to give it a proper conclusive ending.
Yeah.
Oh, they had to switch something. They should make it 20 episodes. Why didn't they just say, okay, we'll just
Only
tag
10.
on. We'll tag on 3 more, 5 more.
No, 10. It's ironic.
End it
If you watch
properly.
any series now, 10 to 13 episodes seems to be the limit these days.
I hate it.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, I don't like it. Makes it way too quick, and then you wait so long for the next season to come. It's
God.
terrible.
And you
It's
think back to
terrible.
the days of the original Twilight Zone, 30, 33 episodes in a season. It was
Yeah.
sick. It was
And then
sick.
now you get 10
mean-
episodes and you binge them and you're done in a fucking night or
Yeah.
three.
You've done,
Night or
you know,
three.
a couple of weeks, maybe.
We've been watching Twisted Metal as a family at dinner, and that's taken 10 dinners, you know? I mean, we're still only on episode 8, and we've been at it for about a week and a half. 2 weeks almost.
And it's done. Goodbye.
It's all done.
And it lives with you. It's more fun. What were you looking at? More pictures?
Me? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Like this one. I love this one.
Oh, Charles.
Sonic shower. Oh yeah. Do you sing in the Sonic shower? Would you
Yeah.
sing in a Sonic shower? Or would that screw it up? Maybe that wouldn't be a good idea. I don't know.
Yeah, because you're
You know,
generating-
with me being my head being placed on that guy, there's only one song that I sing in the Sonic shower.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, da 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 da.
Don't bother.
You know, Charles, you just broke out into song again. 2
Yes, I did.
episodes in a row.
Yes, I did. I realized that.
Winnie the
Winnie the
Pooh.
Oh.
oh,
He's adorable. Adorable. Adorable.
I would kill you with a knife right now. Oh, bother. Don't bother me.
Oh. I don't like Klingons.
Yeah,
They're
he
a bother.
doesn't like a lot of
Always trying to
different
steal my
species.
Oh my god.
Where's my blood wine?
Got him down there wrestling Gorn. No, I guess he's there to like help people because yeah, they might be
Who?
injured if they found anyone.
Mhm.
And they did, of course, but I would and speaking about Mbenga too, so you know the thing that he used to keep his daughter alive, the
Transport.
inside of the buffer of
Buffer.
the
Yeah,
transporter.
transport buffer. Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they're gonna have to put Pike's girlfriend in the buffer as well, because if you do that, she stops whatever's happening. Right now,
Right,
she's
yeah.
just sedated, and maybe
But then you have a
oh,
Gorn invasion waiting in the buffer. Or
if it
she's
breaks one
infected.
day and she comes out, or if she either dies or
Well, the thing is that putting her in the buffer basically freezes her in time.
Right. It's like
So-
being suspended animation. Yeah.
Yep, pretty much.
so nothing's gonna grow anymore, and that's what I'm thinking. Or maybe if you bring her body temperature down, perhaps the eggs will die anyway, because they have to have a certain temperature. That's why they're inside. So if they can manipulate her body temperature enough where they freeze them out, that's and then remove them or something. That's the only way I could see. But come on, Mbenga, figure it out. Or
Good.
oh no, he got taken. That's right. He was part of that group, I believe.
Yeah.
that
that's
went
right.
To the Gorn
So,
right here.
God, I
Because
hope
the
they
only
make it back.
I think Scotty, it was just Scotty, Pike, and Patel that got sent back to the.
What about Ortegas? Is
Enterprise.
Ortegas taken as well?
Yeah, Ortegas is taken. She's a part of that group because it was only Scotty, Patel, and Pike that went to Scotty's old shuttle. They were at the shuttle. They were grabbing the stuff, and then he was like, "Oh, you might want to duck. Something's happening." And then that saucer section of the other ship crashed into the tower that was near them. And as soon as it went down,
Yeah.
Pike called and was like, "Hey, we're here. Beam us
Beam
up.
us
3
up."
to beam up." I said, "Okay." Bam, got them up there, but the rest of the people were still over in the other.
Yeah. Check
in
for
the
life
encampment.
signs. No life signs. What do you mean there's no life signs? Yeah, because they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get a nice little reaction from Spock at the end when he, I don't read any life signs. I mean, I got my girlfriend here, but everyone else is gone.
Yeah, life is good for me, but not for you.
They're holding hands during that when the the saucer section is decaying into the orbit of the planet, and they're just holding hands and flying behind it. Like, aw, nice
Aw.
little moment for them
Aw.
while everyone else is almost dying.
See, we get to experience Spock's emotions, which we have not been able to do in pretty much any other series or any other part of canon, because he's like feeling it now. So it's interesting.
I noticed a
Yeah,
good
smiley.
number of smirks and emotions from old Spock. More so, obviously.
Oh, in the
in
original
pilot.
series, that famous Jim. Remember
Yeah,
that?
actually, in the cage, he's a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
closer
Oh, yeah.
to the Strange New World Spock. Like
Yeah.
I just watched that the other day and noticed it.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
the flowers that take and vibrate and make music, and he smiles. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the first thing
I'm
he does
thinking-
when he walks in the room is a little smirk about something.
And that was before this, right? The cage took place
Yes.
before this
the cage
happened.
was before.
So before this series happened. So, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, because he already knows his fate. So we're taking beyond what we know in the cage.
Because that means Spock, yeah, from the time here when he was
6
first
years
on.
after
Oh,
the
before.
cage.
So at some
Okay.
point we're going to visit Talos 4. That'll be interesting. I'll
Well,
bet.
we already did.
Well, but I'm wondering, like I said, if you remember from the menagerie, it won't be till much
Well-
much later. But
In Discovery, though, they did again. they went back to
Oh, yeah.
Talos
That's right.
because they wanted to talk to those people, and they were in one of the Discovery episodes. Those big heads. They were to help them figure out how to
the hiney-headed
defeat
guys.
something. I can't remember. Was it the AI? Maybe they were trying to defeat the AI at that point. I think that was the whole point of that season. AI always gets out of control, and isn't that what they're saying now? They have to shut down all the AIs. Oh no! I swear, the article that I read about the next season of Strange New Worlds not getting filmed yet, it felt like it was written by an AI. I really feel I read it and I was like, man, this is
today is written. It's all written by AI.
It was terrible.
Really?
I'm like, this is not good right here. And then it was like, what did you think of this article? How did you think it came out? And I'm like, what? I think that's what they're doing. How am I doing? They want a pat on the back, these these machines. You don't even have a back to pat. Anyway. Right?
You gotta keep me up there, Jim.
Computer. See, that was a funny moment from that
The
show.
keyboard.
From
how quaint.
To be clear, nobody's keeping me up. Our captain's flight path
Boring.
today has been too hard for me to follow in this sleepy state, so I'm just
I'm
useless.
sleepy.
It's too erratic for you. I'm sorry. Should we sing more?
It's like
let's
it's somewhere between erratic. It's not even erratic. You see, it's not erratic. It's just.
Well, before we close everything out for
Okay.
tonight, before we
Final
end the
thoughts?
show, there is one last thing that I want to give to Jim before we close, and that is
Would you like Luke and I to
Oh,
leave?
Lord.
no, and that is simply this: lullaby and good night.
He did it. All
The
right.
third time now.
Oh, wow.
That's the third time. I think I know what Luke. I think I know what Luke was setting up. A
Luke taking a leak.
cliffhanger. Will there be a season 4 of Alpha Podrants?
Oh, there
Or
has
have
to
we
be.
flown the ship into Whoopi Goldberg's vagina?
Nah, we're gonna
If
continue with season 3.
It's just,
Or
if
do you
I-
want
if
to
I
take
keep-
next week off?
No, I'm good to go. Keep going.
I
Are
mean,
you?
What was that, Charles?
I thought that we were planning on doing content for the earlier Star Trek shows.
Yeah, I'm all in.
Yeah, and you could also,
Let's do
like
it.
I said, a lot of trivia contest type stuff
Yep.
too.
Yeah,
And I got games. I got games I've been working on. So
Oh, yeah.
there you go.
That's
Hey,
right.
I love it. Cool,
Mhm,
cool,
mhm.
cool. I'm in.
Just like the last time.
I'm
Yeah,
in,
I'm sad
baby.
that it's over. I mean, I hope that they extend the next season, but we'll see. I don't think they're gonna. If they do, they're gonna have to wait till season 4. Because they're not gonna do it this season, especially with the writer's strike. They're gonna try to bang it out as quickly as they can. I don't know how people's schedules are gonna be though, but it's gonna be hectic.
you might be wrong. They very well may give us a split season of 10 and 10
Yeah, they've done that before.
Yeah.
or 3 5s.
That would be nice.
They might say, look, we couldn't start writing for so long that we just want to get them out to you. So we're going to do them in bursts of 5 and give you 3 bursts. Too bad we say too many naughty things and our captain keeps texting or whatever the fuck he's been doing the whole, I don't know. Jerk. There's been so much, that's what I mean. It's not erratic. There's just been so much dead air that's lulling me to sleep.
Oh, what?
It goes from dead air to erratic. It's like this emotional roller coaster. I feel like I've been traumatized today.
Busy boy, Jim. This is your second podcast.
Well, you've had a long day. You also
Yeah.
did an earlier show. I was listening
A
to
professional
as well.
broadcast. I mean, I'm sorry, Mr. Kish, that you have put your face on this property today. I mean, Luke has failed us, and I apologize to you.
That's all right.
Seriously.
No, he hasn't failed us.
I haven't failed
No,
that
you
bad.
He
failed us.
continues in his fight to make this the
Yeah,
best podcast ever.
All right, I'm not the captain anymore. I demote myself. I just want to be
Nope.
the cook. Can I just be
Nope.
the cook?
That take your captain's cap off.
You demote yourself whenever things start to look down. Okay.
I want Charles Whedon to be the captain.
Yeah, step down. Let's say I know. I can't. Well,
All right, you heard it. Charles Whedon. Who is it? Charles Whedon or Richard Kish? Let the audience vote. Who's the new captain?
I'm gonna leave.
I think it has to be Charles.
Oh my God. Okay.
Luke's like, I wasn't really quitting. You guys were supposed to talk me out of it.
Charles is smart and he has time in, so I think it should be Charles.
Well, I agree with you, but for the sake of entertainment, I will disagree with you and say, nope, I'm nominating Richard Kish, so now we have to have the election.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Oh boy.
Not my idea. Well, Charles, let the best man win.
I mean, talking about seniority, I think Richard Kish wins.
Okay.
Well, he can plot the courses for the next couple of episodes. What we should be looking into.
Oh no, we don't need courses plotted. We just need someone to fucking lead the goddamn ship, so there's no fucking weird dead air, followed by Scotty. Here's Scotty. Look at Scotty. You fucking jerk.
I was so happy when they showed him, though. When he showed up, I went, "All right, here we go. Is this?" It's another. Do we just meet him and he comes back eventually?
Well, they still have 3 more people to show us. They still have Hikari Sulu, Bones. I don't remember Leonard McCoy. That's his name, Leonard McCoy. And then Pavel Chekhov.
Wait, didn't we get Chekhov already, or was that an audio? No, that was a Scotty audio only, right? And who did we get an audio? It was Scotty.
Yeah, it was Scotty. But we haven't gotten Pavel Chekhov, Sulu, or McCoy.
We're not getting Chekhov because Chekhov was the new boy in season 2. He was an ensign, so he wasn't even there.
Fresh out of the academy.
Yeah, so he won't be there for this. It would make no sense.
And I wonder if we're ever going to eventually run into some of the heavy characters like Harry Mudd. Will Harry Mudd show up at some point?
Now that's very likely.
He was in Discovery, right?
Yeah, so he's already out there doing his business.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Wait a minute. If Chekhov didn't join the crew until season 2, who did he replace?
I don't think anybody really. I think he
split time with
Sulu,
Takai,
right? Yeah,
he split time with Takai. It's just
there were a bunch of different people though that were helmsmen. They switched around a lot in the first season.
Chekhov wasn't even really in, and Sulu. Both of them really weren't in that many episodes of the series.
They weren't
of the first season. Yes, and then
of the whole series.
Yeah, but they did have a running joke with Sulu talking about Russia and stuff. There was always like a weird little joke that in my mother country. Actually, is that where Yakov Smirnoff got it? He stole Chekhov's bit, man. In Mother Russia.
Yeah.
Because at that time, you think about the 60s,
everything came from Russia, whether it was seemed Russian or not.
We were
whiskey.
In the space race.
I come from Russia too, along with vodka.
We were in the real space race with. Well, I mean, I guess the fake one, as some people say now, because we didn't go to the moon, right?
Well, in '66 there was a Cold War for sure. Still, so we were still.
So that's why they put that little bit of Russia in there. They said they were trying to say, see, in the future we're all friends, and even this Russian can be on a ship with us, and we're not thinking that he's going to blow the thing up.
Yeah, and that's what pissed me off. There was a sequel to 2001 called 2010, and if you read the original book that Arthur C. Clarke wrote, we get along, we get stuck with the Russians, and we figure out a way to take and get away from Jupiter before a ship blows up. At this point, in the movie, they had to take and put Russia and the United States at odds with each other, which would not necessarily be the case in the future, and turned out not to be the case. The Cold War ended, and everybody, like I said, the Soviet Union dissolved.
The Cold War went on hiatus.
But like I said, someone had to take and throw that element, and it kind of changed the complexion of the story, and that always pissed me off. Like I said, don't assume that we're going to be at odds with the Russians, and sure enough, we weren't. My enemy today is
Yeah,
my
that
friend
is kind of a
tomorrow.
weird
But they're
choice
using it
to do
again
that.
now, so maybe they
Yeah,
were right.
yeah.
You know, flash forward another 10 years,
Yeah.
and here it
You
is
can
again.
never trust them. I'm just kidding.
Well,
Oh,
didn't
you'll come get me,
somebody
Russians.
didn't
right.
somebody say if you're ever in need of something when there's a political problem, you just blame the Russians?
Yeah.
If you, I forget who said that or what they said. I really should just.
That
I
was
really
a
should
sound
just exit
advice in the
stage left
80s.
right now, you guys.
Definitely sound advice in the 80s. That's what everyone thought, but that's what we grew up with.
Things and ideals change. I mean, but back in the day, like back in the 60s and 70s, if it said made in Japan, the assumption was, oh, it's the quality's not as good. And that all changes too. Now, Chinese stuff, supposedly, the quality can be good or bad because it's mass produced. But like I said, just everything changes. Countries change, ideologies change, financial structures change, it all changes. So
Oh man, now I'm just thinking Sulu was a helmsman. Was that because Chinese people don't drive well and they were trying to kind of like break that?
Well, no.
See, he
Well,
flies the ship.
right, but he's not
no,
Chinese. He's hello. He took himself out.
Bastard.
What the hell?
Didn't like that one.
Well, first of all, Sulu wasn't Chinese; he was Japanese.
Oh, there you go.
So George Takei
So
would
they
be
didn't-
very happy with you.
They didn't mind him.
He was in a concentration camp in the States. You knew that, right?
Oh
He was one of
no,
those.
no.
He was one of those deterrent camps during
Yeah, it was a
during the Second
concentration.
World
But
War.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh damn, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he did. I think he did a couple of films with John Wayne. You want to talk about a pro-American? That was an interesting. Oh yeah, they did. I think they did at least one film. They might have done a couple of films together.
That's pretty
But,
cool.
Yeah, it's
Did
pretty
he play?
cool.
Did he play a native? Did he play?
I don't remember.
Probably back then.
Well,
Right.
Takei also did.
What's wrong, Jim? I see him back there.
He also did a
He's
Twilight
kinda
Zone
doing the-
episode.
He's doing the Picard. He's doing
Oh, the face plant. Did we lose Jim
what are they
forever?
talking about?
Jim, where are you? Oh, you went to bed? You leave
Yeah,
me
he's
here?
sleeping
I
now.
that how
can't
you
even
take care of
find
yourself?
my
Oh,
damn
He
mouse.
woke up right before. I actually, well, no.
Yeah, I woke up when you screamed. See, I can't make sentences. That's why I went back there where I'm taking a nap, and I'm going to sleep.
Oh, I'm
Well,
ready.
we gotta
It's,
end. We're
it's after midnight. I'm an old guy.
yeah, we're ending now. So, all right, we'll come back. We'll continue season 3. We don't have to start season 4 yet. I think we should start season 4 when a new show starts. We can just now do some, other favorite episodes or things that maybe we were reminded of during this season that we can go look back at, and
works for me.
all that jazz.
Gentlemen, thank you for the opportunity to sit in on this wonderful podcast. I had a blast. A lot of fun.
Sorry, Mr. Richard Kish.
What are you sorry about? A lot of fun.
He's
Good stuff.
he's just sassy tonight.
He's being
Jesus.
silly. He's being silly tonight. He's tired. Jimmy
He
needs his
wanted me to-
nappy.
I was
Quick, Charles, sing again. Put me out of my misery.
This is Alpha Podrants. All right, everyone.
Oh, thank
Live
God. The show's finally over.
Live long and scissor if you
Thanks
can.
for checking in.
Everyone.
Put them
Bye.
together.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.
We'll be back one day.
Bye.
Yeah, next week, right?